In the first part of video lesson on classified catalog code, we have learned how to prepare main entry card. In this program, we will try to understand the preparation of added entries and the tracing section of the main entry card. We have with us Mrs. Renu Arora from Instock. She will also explain to you certain aspects of classified catalog code. Many a time, a reader demands books by subject only. He may not be having the knowledge of author, title, and so on. To tackle such a situation, subject entries are provided in the library catalog. Consider a situation where the reader is not having any knowledge of class number and he wants to refer to the books on rural sociology. In the dictionary catalog, the subject entry on rural sociology is provided. This will help the reader in searching the books on that particular subject. Now, look at this entry carefully. Through this entry, the reader is given the direction that if he wants to consult the books on rural sociology, he should go to the classified catalog and look under the class number Y31. This is called class index entry. This is derived from the class number of the document. The method of deriving subject headings from the class number is known as chain procedure. After understanding the meaning of class index entries, let us see how it is made. It consists of 3 sections: leading section, second section, index number section. Leading section consists of proper class index heading. It starts from the first indentation and continuation is also from first indentation. If the leading section contains 2 or more than 2 headings, they are separated by a comma. Second section contains directing words. It says, for documents in this class and its subdivisions, see the classified part of the catalog under the class number. This starts from second indentation and continuation is done from first indentation. In the index number section, the class number is written with pencil to the right side of the card. Let us see one more example of class index entry to understand its different sections. Here, philosophy is the class index heading written in the leading section. Second section contains the directing words. And in the index number section, the class number R is written with pencil to the right side of the card. Let us see the method of deriving class index entries from the class number. Consider this example. The title of the document is Shakespearean Criticism, and according to colon classification, the class number of the document is O111,2J64:G. Let us see the number digit by digit and see what it stands for. O stands for literature, it's a sort link. O1, Indo-European literature, it's an unsort link. O11, Teutonic literature, an unsort link. O111, English literature, it's a sort link. O111, comma, it's a false link. O111, comma 2, English drama, sort link. O111, comma 2, J64, Shakespeare, it's a sort link. O111, comma 2, J64, colon, it's a false link. O111, comma 2,
J64:G Shakespearean criticism, it's a sort link. In this way, chain is drawn taking each digit from the class number and the terms from the schedule. These terms represent subject headings. However, we do not use all the terms. Class index entries are prepared only for those terms which are likely to be looked up by a reader. These are referred to as sort links. The unsort link is usually a part of the class number which is not likely to be looked up by a reader. The false links are the connecting symbols which do not represent any subject. So, for this example, the class index entries are required for these terms. Criticism, Shakespeare, William, 1564. Shakespeare, William, 1564, drama. Drama, English. English literature, literature. This means we have to prepare 5 class index entries. Let's have a look at these entries. Criticism, comma, Shakespeare, William, 1564, full stop. Shakespeare, William, 1564, comma, drama, full stop. Drama, comma, English, full stop. English, comma, literature, full stop. Literature, full stop.
After understanding the class index entry, let us try to see what a book index entry is. The book index entry is an added entry given for author, collaborator, series, and sometimes for the title also. Usually we find a reader approaches the book by author, title, translator, editor, and sometimes by the series also. Let us try to see the construction part of the book index entry. It consists of 4 sections: leading section, second section, note section, and index number section. Leading section contains the name of the author, collaborator, title, series, as the case may be. Second section contains the title information, edition statement, and collaborator statement, and so on. The note section contains the name of the series, the number of the series, and the editor of the series, and any other type of notes. In the index number section, the call number is written on the right side of the card.
Now we are going to discuss an example which illustrates all kinds of added entries. Of course, in normal practice, we usually do not come across such complicated cases. The title of the document is Reference Service and Bibliography. Author, Michael Chinnery. Editor, George L. Clark. Edition, 2nd. Series, International Library Series. Editor of the series, George Black. Publisher, G. Blunt and Sons, London. Year of publication, 1987. Call number 2:7 M7. Accession number 19522. Note: pages 200 to 301 contain a specific subject bibliography. For this, the class number is small a 47. Let us first see the main entry card. As the different sections have already been explained to you earlier, we will not go into details of it. The class index entries for this book are 2 in number. As the class index entries have already been discussed in detail, let's have a quick look at them. Reference service, comma, library science, full stop. Library science, full stop.
The book index entries of this book are for author, editor, and series. We will also prepare one cross-reference index entry, which is the editor of the series entry, and one cross-reference entry, which is a number entry. It gives class number for the portion of the document. Let us take each entry one by one and see the construction part. This is an author-added entry. The surname of the author followed by the forename in circular brackets is written in the leading section. In the second section, the title information is recorded and is followed by the addition statement. After this, the collaborator statement is recorded. In this case, the collaborator is the editor. First, the word ed is written, which is followed by the name of the editor. Finally, the call number is written.
The next entry is collaborator added entry. We prepare these entries for editor, translator, illustrator, and so on. So in editor added entry, the leading section contains the surname followed by the forename of the editor. This is followed by the descriptive element ed, which is underlined and preceded by a comma. You may ask what a descriptive element is. The descriptive element indicates the role of a person. We use ed for editor, tr for translator, ill for illustrator, and so on. The second section contains surname of the author, a colon, short title of the document, which is followed by the addition statement and a full stop. Finally, the call number is written.
Another type of book index entry is series added entry. The different sections of this entry are leading section, second section, and index number section. In the leading section, the name of the series is written in block letters with a full stop. It starts from first indentation and continuation is also from first indentation. In the second section, the surname of the author, a colon, and short title of the document is written, which is followed by the addition statement, and finally the call number is written.
We have briefly discussed cross-reference entry in the first program. Let us see the construction and the different sections of this entry. It consists of 3 sections: leading section, second section, and locus section. Let us see how the cross-reference entry of this book is prepared. In the leading section, the class number of the specific subject bibliography, which is small a 47, is written starting from the first indentation. In the second section, the directing element C also is written and underlined, which starts from the second indentation. In the locus section, the information regarding the call number, author, title, and reference to the pages of the specific subject is given. This starts from the second indentation and continuation is from first indentation. First we will record the call number followed by surname of the author. In the next line, the title statement and reference to the pages is given. For pages, we will write P, for section SEC, and for chapter CHAP.
As you know, in cross-reference entry, we have given the reference for the specific subject bibliography. Its class number is small a 47. For this, you have to draw the chain and find out the required class index entries. They are 2 in number: reference books, comma, generalia bibliography, full stop. Generalia bibliography, full stop.
Let us now prepare a cross-reference index entry for the example we are discussing. This is editor of the series entry. It consists of 3 sections: leading section, second section, and refer to heading section. Let us see what information goes in each section of this entry. The leading section, which starts from the first indentation, contains the name of the editor of the series. It is followed by a comma and the descriptive element ed, which is underlined. In the second section, the directing element C is written and underlined. It starts from second indentation. In the next section, the name of the series in caps is written, which starts from second indentation and continuation is from first indentation.
With this, we have completed our discussion on edit entries. Let us switch over to the tracing section of the main entry card. As per rules contained in Classified Catalog Code, tracing is to be done on the back side of the main entry card. Tracing gives information about all the edit entries that are to be made. If the book is lost or damaged, tracing helps in removing all the related cards of that book. To record tracing, the back side of the main entry card is divided into two halves. The left half contains information about cross-reference entries. In the right half, the upper part contains information about class index entries. The middle part gives information about book index entries, while the lower part gives information about the cross-reference index entries. When it is difficult to accommodate all the information on the back side of the main entry card, an additional card is taken. In such a case, the front side of the fresh card is used to record the tracing.
After getting a clear idea about the tracing section, let us see how to record different entries. The writing at the back of the card should begin from the first line at the bottom of the card as it stands in the cabinet tray. The other lines are to be written successively after it. A continuation line is to be indented by 2 spaces. First, the class index entries are recorded on the right half of the back of the main entry card. The class index entries are 4 in number. After leaving one line gap, the book index entries are recorded. They are 3 in number. After again leaving one line gap, cross-reference index entry is recorded. On the left half of the card, the cross-reference entry is recorded.
Now let us sum up what we have learned. Class index entries give subject approach to the documents. Class index entries are derived from chain procedure method. Class index entries are prepared for sort links only. Book index entry is an edit entry. Book index entry is prepared for author, collaborator, series, and sometimes for the title also. Cross-reference entry is prepared for a specific part of the book. Cross-reference index entry is prepared to refer from one heading to another heading. Tracing is recorded on the back side of the main entry card. Tracing gives information about all edit entries of the document.